Okay, welcome.
So,
We're ranking
yes,
FNF
welcome.
mods,
This is
and
gonna
not
be on
because
both
and
channels.
we're not being biased because we like their music and stuff. We're rating them like actual other stuff.
I don't even know
included.
any of the creators of the mods, so this is just like mods themselves. Like,
Yeah.
honest,
All right.
should we put skin mods in a different category? Because I feel like, I mean,
Should we?
I don't know. Let me look through here. Actually, there's only one skin mod, which is
Minus
minus and gender swap.
and HD.
So I was like, oh yeah, HD.
But
that actually
HD also
a
has an
game
original
mechanic.
song in the new update.
Yeah, and they have their weird game mechanics with
So yeah, we'll just rate them. We'll rate them normally. Anything else
So
that
Friday
we
Night
should
Shooting.
be? Yeah, Friday Night Shooting.
First one.
Yeah,
That song was good.
I think it's
Don't
all
remember
right.
the first two.
I think it's a
Say
B tier.
like a B.
Yeah, B tier. It's middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
and
The
really,
music is
the new
okay.
B-sides- well,
Charting is
the Friday
decent.
Night Shooting, the last song I heard everywhere for the longest time was all of it was just everywhere. You know, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere. It's just that's all I would hear.
All right. Now B
And it just
side.
kind of dropped off.
B side. It's one of my favorite mods.
I'm gonna put it S tier.
Yeah.
First at the
It has really good remixes.
It's actually it's a style of music one, and it's
Yeah.
also the really like the first popular mod outside of Witty, right?
Uh-huh.
It reskinned everything. It had new music. It was harder than the normal stuff, which people were looking for.
Yeah.
So.
And then Neo, contrary to it being harder, it's actually kind of, well, it is harder, but not too much harder.
In
to the
certain
point.
cases.
In certain points, yeah.
Like.
Boppy Bo's a lot harder. I'll say that. All right. I think it doesn't make week 2 very much better though. I don't like its music on week 2.
I'm putting it A tier. I don't know if it holds up to B side.
Yeah.
As much as
when that new update comes out, update 3.0, I would, and since Neo Witty's practically official, and Garcello too,
and
I would like to see that.
If you're actually looking at this was uploaded the 24th of July, so we can't factor in the future.
Yeah. All right, B3. Not many people know about this mod, which is a shame because it's actually kind of good.
I don't know too much about it.
Its remixes are all right. I think it's a B tier.
Yeah, I was just hovering between A and B.
Upside.
I've actually never played Upside or Starcatcher.
I've played Starcatcher. That's an S tier, dude. Charting isn't too good, but its music almost entirely makes up for it. It's great.
Yeah,
all right.
I don't know about
Minus.
Upside at all.
This is one of my favorite skin mods. It's cool.
I think I'm gonna put a high B tier just for the skins.
I think it's an A tier.
There's not too much substance. That's. This
people for some reason are making minus. People are for some reason making minus minus remixes, as in music. Minus never made music remixes, so I don't know why they're doing that. Gender swap. This is a skin mod.
Skin mod.
I also added an F tier on my tier list.
I don't have.
Just for that very specific mod. Coming soon.
You know what? Let me make a new tier now. Add row below. Random color. That's not so random. There we go. F tier. I'm not even gonna capitalize it because I don't like to. But
all right.
Oh, that's I deleted D.
You deleted.
Let's go. Man, I am on top of my game today, man.
Yeah. All right. Where are we gonna put gender swap?
Honestly, I'm hovering between D or C. Like,
I think it's all right for a skin mod.
for a skin mod, I'm putting.
I mean, it's not as bad as any of the other girlfriend skin mods. I think it's C tier.
Yeah.
FNF HD. It's cool. Certainly. I think it's a B tier though.
Yeah.
Doesn't have too
honestly,
much
I put
new
it above
graphics.
minus. I just prefer minus.
All right, RTX.
Look,
That's practically the same
RTX.
thing, isn't it?
Actually, yeah, aren't they the same?
Yeah,
No,
we're just
they're different. I know that, but they're literally.
they kind of did the
I don't
same
know,
thing though.
I just put them next to each other.
All right, Salty Sunday. This is gonna be a very controversial opinion. I think it's average.
I'm.
It was cool when it came out.
Above HD, but that's like the problem was it looked really cool at the time.
Yeah,
right?
but it kind of confused me because there's like 2 different girlfriend songs, and while
there is so
the
much
songs
going
are
on, I
the
think,
songs are
that was not explained well enough.
yeah, the songs are all right.
Mhm.
I mean, they added girlfriend noises, which is cool. The peppered version of this would go under it because they ruined Ophi Bob, which was my favorite character out of all of them.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, like I do like his songs. You know, Winter Horrorland and Monster. Those were pretty good songs.
All right. Everywhere at the end of funk. This is a sad mod.
It's a sad mod, but I'm saying it's C tier because
Yeah, me
it
too.
really doesn't. It's not gameplay.
It's not really gameplay. It's just like
oh, look how sad this mod is.
just like, hey, hey, we're giving boyfriend dementia.
Basically, yeah.
All right, Static Memories. I think that's also a C tier. Its remixes are very
C tier, above Gender Swap, even though I hate the mod.
good.
Because golf minigame.
Golf
That was a
minigame?
good one.
This is a game changer in the mechanics.
I'm putting it above Neo because of the mechanics, and it's
I
pretty
don't
good.
think it's I don't think
I
it's
think
over
because it's
Neo.
groundbreaking for me.
I think it's A tier.
Maybe
though.
it's. Yeah, it's definitely A tier. Maybe.
Definitely.
Honestly, as much. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna move it behind Neo, but FNF but bad.
This
I'm gonna put
is
it-
this is so bad to the point where it's good. Which is why
Honestly,
I
it's
like
above
it.
Salty Sunday.
It's
Sunday night, 'cause
definitely
it's
above
just-
Salty Sunday.
I think it's above all of these.
I think I'll put it in B tier.
Mhm.
All right, versus Witty.
S tier
Yes.
immediately.
Such a shame that they had to get. Such a shame that Witty's gone forever now. It got privated
Yeah.
because Slock that clip left the community,
Mhm.
and now then like the last update, which was supposed to be the Whitmore update, it was a separate mod, and it's a Carol and Witty date, which was actually official because BB Ponzu actually helped the Witty mod creators do this week.
Yeah, he made it. So
Yeah, which is also
that-
pretty cool.
there was actually Sky was actually in that mod, which
Yeah.
is kind of funny enough. It was a
And
very
also,
small
update was
cameo.
about to shoot Witty in the
Mhm.
last song.
Yeah.
All right,
Now versus Hex.
Hex. I think that's a solid A tier.
Honestly,
I'll put it
I'm
right next to Neo.
putting it in A tier behind Golf Minigame. I was not as much a fan of Hex at the time. But that was also whenever, when Tricky, Zardy, and Witty were still very big
Yeah.
and prominent, right? Like, oh, the hardest mods ever. And then you have Hex, right?
This
Hex
mod,
comes in.
and then Glitcher, which acts like it's the hardest mod ever, or hardest song ever, which kind of isn't. In terms of
But Glitcher was
hard,
cool.
in terms of hard songs, Glitcher
Hex
is
is
easy.
one of the easiest mods in the game, like out there right now. I think Hex was
Yeah.
one of the easiest mods.
Hex has really good music though.
You know,
All right, Tricky.
It's-
We're including the 2.0 update. That's an S tier.
2.0 update Tricky is S tier.
Before
even
2.0 update, Tricky, that was like an A tier.
A
2.0
maybe
update, they
bottom S
added
tier.
better background, for one. Two cool songs.
Literally,
Expurgation is one of the best songs I've ever heard.
Tricky is
And it's also
the
like the
hardest
second.
mod out there. I don't think that's a lie. Like, especially like the high effort Tricky is it's like the hardest mod out there, really.
Well,
Because I think
then
you need
there's
to
the
get
Matt
below
X Shaggy crossover that we don't speak about, which is the only mod that's harder than it.
Because it is the mod. The same.
Yeah.
It's literally just.
But Tricky is like the second hardest mod due to them Halo notes and Fire notes, and it's crazy and added.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think Mad X Shaggy is in here.
Yeah, it is, and this was created before Mad X Shaggy was even announced.
Then. I'm gonna. Let's see here. Is there two? How are we gonna rank that one at all?
What?
If like Mad X Shaggy, because that's really big, you know.
That's a huge mod. It's stupid hard, but the music isn't actually that bad.
I'm gonna put it with Shaggy on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it with Matt when we get to it, because it's a Matt X Shaggy, right?
Yeah.
Matt is the big thing.
All right, versus Miku.
That
has very copyrighted songs, so it's practically unable to play on film. But I think it's a B tier.
B tier.
Its background is nice,
honestly,
and Miku's
above minus, but
yeah.
The only reason the whole Miku joke got boring after 2 days.
I think it's better than B3.
Mid-fight masses.
Mid-fight masses. I hate its chart so much.
Yeah, everyone hates the chart.
They screwed up tutorial. How do you screw up tutorial?
I'm putting it A tier or top of A tier. I love the music. This is some of the best music.
This is some of the best music. Mike Gino really outdid himself. But other than the music and the art, this isn't.
Learn how to chart.
Yeah. All right. Versus Zardy.
I played rhythm games that did better charting than you. Than whoever did that. Like,
the Roblox version of Mid-Fight Masses did a better chart than you did. How?
On Funky Friday was actually well charted, even though some of it did end up, actually being somewhat spam.
And like, you know how Zavadilla is extremely hard? It's supposed to be a lot easier, but they wanted to add all the doubles and triples in there to make it harder. All right.
Versus Zardy.
Zardy, I think it's an A tier. Its music is really, really good, but its art needs some work, which is why the remastered version of Versus Zardy is actually S tier.
Actually, should we just include the remastered versions with them?
We're just gonna, remastered versions because I don't want to rank normal sketchy.
Let me.
All right, I'm
trying to find the remastered where.
I don't think it's.
I'm totally
in
missing
there.
it. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's probably not
in here.
All right.
There's Retrospector.
Versus Sky. I think it's a C tier.
I'm putting it as my favorite mod, but only because it was like the first mod out there that. It was also like the first mod I ever FC'd fully, like.
Yeah.
And I think that. The people who did HD Sky are incredibly talented.
Yeah, dude, like that is really close to what I think the actual HD Sky would do, and I think that Manifest Sky in HD is great.
Yeah, it's one of the best. Whoever did it is one of the best. Like, they have the best background, best character models out there.
Yeah.
I'm including HD with Sky only for the fact that it's not in here.
All right, I'm just gonna rank it on normal Sky. I don't like the music like at all. I like how Manifest is an Undertale reference, kind of.
However, I have to say, most people don't like Sky, or most people like Sky for the wrong mod, because Sky's voice in the last 2 songs, from what I've heard, are actually versus Sunday's vocals. The first song is Sky's vocals, what they're supposed to be. So
And then the
I
last
don't
one
like
is
the
just.
first song.
All right. This is
Matt and
versus
Matt X
Matt.
Shaggy. I'm including Matt X Shaggy because it's the only way. But normal Matt for me has to be like a D or a C tier. But Matt X Shaggy, I think I'm putting that above Neo, only because the first song and all the songs are actually really good.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like the first song, Power Link, is one of the best songs I've heard. Like
Final Destination
Shaggy
is
hits
not
the
a
high
bad
note.
song. It's one of the hardest songs, especially the God version. The God version is practically
Final
impossible.
Destination, man. It's like part of it is like
I think it's
fourth wall
B tier.
breaks with Matt. Matt X Shaggy is really good, but let's see here. What is this is what X event, right?
Yep.
This is okay, I can't read it, but X event. I'm putting it above Static Memories, but I think it's a C tier because the charting sucks. They won.
I put X event at D tier.
You know what? I'm gonna move it down there too and put Beach Brother behind it.
Yeah, you know what? Both of them belong
Screw all
down
you
there.
Beach Brother fans.
Even X event and Beach Brother are not good, but X event's first and last song. X event's first and last song are all right, but give me a second. X event's first and last song are all right, but the middle song is one of the worst things I've ever heard. Inking Mistake is a mistake.
It literally is the worst song to ever. Like, if you're gonna
And there's also Toybot, but we don't talk about that.
Come on, make a better song. Undertale has some of the best musics for a game track.
Like, put Megalovania in there at least.
Like, do a Megalovania reference
wait,
at
actually,
least. Like,
we're gonna make all the Undertale fans mad because this is the X event instead of like actual Undertale. All right, Carol V2. BB Ponzu ruined the Carol mod.
I have never played
unpopular opinion, controversial opinion. He ruined the Carol mod.
I think the normal. Wait, is there normal Carol mod in here?
No.
Well then.
I think it's a D tier. The first song Carol Roll, really good. Like.
Should we just add like? Actually, I don't think there's a meme mod in here at all. I don't think there's really any meme mod. But Ronald is.
Give me this. Carol V2. The last two songs are garbage. But the first song is really good. I'm putting it at a C tier. That's the only.
Verse Ronald. I don't know where to put this guy.
I put him in D tier. His music is bad and it relies on scroll speed.
It's like an old Target practice with like the incredible high.
All right. Versus Annie. I have this mod actually. I think it's an A tier. The only reason it isn't an S tier.
I think it's an A tier.
Yeah, because the only reason it isn't an S tier is because the song's vocals got rechanged to the point where it's a UTAL version, and it's worse. And the only difference between difficulties is the slower scroll speed, making easy actually the hardest difficulty. All right.
Versus Ayana.
I think that's a C tier.
I have never played this one because I don't bother looking at certain stuff like that.
Like, the girlfriend is different for some reason, but the boyfriend's exactly the same. The boyfriend looks like she's like 30. The music is okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never played it, so.
All right, versus Monica. I think that's an A tier. It's update. It's back then when it was just High School Conflict. It was like a C tier. Now it's update made it a lot better.
Yeah, I'm putting it above Hex. Yeah. Most of my most of the time, nothing I'm doing on the tier list actually matters other than the rankings, but sometimes it does.
All right, versus Brightside. This is a really controversial mod.
Hate the creator. I think creators need to be separate from the mods.
Yeah, I judge
But
art,
even
not
then,
artists.
this is the worst mod I've ever played.
That's a bit of a stretch. I think it's a C tier.
Not the word.
I think it's a
I'm
C
gonna
tier.
put it D tier only because,
Like
just because of the vocals somewhat, and also the songs kind of suck.
three of the songs in the actual mod, I actually like.
I think whatever the one where he's like this stupid amalgamation of literally just looks like the wall of flesh from Terraria.
Yeah, personal
Is
space
actually a
invasion.
pretty good song.
We're not drawing. We don't want to draw any form of attention to the creator, and we do not support any of the actions on what he's done. So please don't cancel us, Twitter.
Like that's the thing. Like once you separate the mods from their creators, it also kind of helps with ranking them.
Yeah.
Like
But even
Sky
then,
would be
Brightside
so
is a
much
C tier.
lower, depending on the actual creator, right?
Yeah. All right. Versus Sketchy. I'm changing the normal versus Sketchy to the remastered Sketchy because the remastered Sketchy is a lot better.
I've never played the remastered. Sketchy for me, the original was an F tier.
Yeah, but the remastered version of Sketchy made the music 20 times better, and the imagery better too. So I think it's an A tier.
I feel like I've heard it somewhere, but
Minus Witties, that's just a fan made thing. I'm just putting it C tier.
actually, the minus witty, the one that was planned, actually looked pretty cool, but I don't think this is the right one.
You know, this the fan made Minus Witty was actually like featured in official Witty mod.
Huh.
In the versus date in like the date week, Witty and Carol. That was in like the credits. All right, versus Tord.
Well, I would only. You know what? I say should we add? I'm gonna add a T tier. Just for Tord. Because I think that's funnier. T tier. And there goes Tord. Right? We skipped every other letter in the alphabet.
All right.
For T.
There. I'm putting it in F. I'm putting Tord in F tier. But since I'm waiting for that Tord expansion because I think it's going to be like at least promoted to a B tier if that Tord expansion comes out and it's not fan made.
I'm gonna remove F tier and just add a G so it's.
So I'm bumping Tord up to D tier, but it's a pretty big disappointment.
Tord is in his own tier. Same with versus girlfriend when we get to that.
All right, refresh.
Refresh.
That's Shannon Sunday's fan made version of Fresh. I think it's B tier.
It's only one song, right?
Yeah, I think it's B tier.
Well, B tier. Yeah, bottom B tier for me.
All right.
Banjo and Kazooie.
Cappy.
Wait, there's I think I have my order messed up, but Cappy.
That's an S tier. And there's no arguing. Mike Gino actually made the third song, Hairball.
Well, must be.
Yeah, you can tell by
so good.
And you can tell by Boyfriend's vocals because Mike Gino likes reusing Boyfriend's vocals for some reason.
And you can tell by the doubles.
Yeah. Hairball's actually a pretty good song though. All right, versus Flexi. I think that was an alright mod. That's a B tier.
Do we skip over that? Banjo and Kazooie for me is an A tier, but Flexi, I've never played him.
Flexi is a pretty memey mod. So I think it's just, I'm just putting it at B tier. Anders. This is a controversial opinion. I don't really like Anders.
When I heard it, I didn't like his vocals. Maybe I'm putting it actually above Static Memories. It's a C tier.
Well, anything can go above Static Memories. I'm putting it in front of the Friday Night Shooting mod. I think it's all right. Static. I know there was one computer mod that was really, really bad. It was like a computer DJ. And it had like 8 songs.
Discflow.
Who?
We're thinking of Discflow.
He had like 8 songs, and I
Or is that
didn't like any of
Cyrix?
them. That ain't Cyrix. Cyrix has 3 songs.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different mod then. So versus Static.
I've never heard of it, as far as I
Never
know.
played it. Yeah.
Let's just
Versus
leave it.
Randy,
Let's just
also
leave it
never
down
heard
there.
of it.
Never heard of it. All right, versus GF. That's their first F tier.
And it's actually in girlfriend tier for me because it's that bad.
Yeah,
Like, it gets its own tier. Same with Tord.
its art is garbage. It's just like the worst things I've ever seen. Like, what is that title page? Its music is okay.
I've seen like the stuff that Bone makes and like the on his like on Paint 3D stuff like that. That looks better than it. Like,
Jeez.
yeah, Paint 3D art is generally better
Then-
than whatever the girlfriend art is.
Yeah. And literally, like, the title page didn't even need to change. And, like, there's a better versus girlfriend mod out there.
I know that.
Alright. Versus Pumpkin Pie. This was a nice fan-made version of the monster that was originally supposed to happen.
This is a skin mod, right?
No, this is an original song, too.
Oh.
I think it's a C tier.
Yeah, but minus witty. I don't. Versus whatever this.
JTC.
Never played it.
Its boyfriend's vocals aren't really different from actual JTC's vocals.
So.
But I think
just
it's a
boyfriend
B
versus
tier
boyfriend.
because I like the last song. All right, Liz.
Liz. I remember. As much as I've heard very little about this.
Yeah, me
mod.
too. I think it's a. But I
think
have
it's
like
B
seen
tier.
like 2 songs. I think it's B tier. Yeah.
Mhm.
Red Zack. Its new update is made it a lot better. I think
I've never played it.
that's an A
I
tier.
don't even remember.
Its original update was like a fan made spin off of Witty.
Oh.
But the update made it different, like a lot different, and added like 30 new songs, like added like 8 new songs, stuff like that.
That's crazy, man. Versus clip. Okay. Versus clip. I've never played this mod. Let me just versus clip F and F. Why is chicken nugget ads a thing?
You think I know?
Yeah, I'm assuming you know, man.
I don't. All right, so versus clip, never heard of it. Red. I like the idea. The art is okay, and the music is kind of bad. I think it's a C tier. If I'm being honest.
Man. I've heard.
It's definitely in front of Carol and Sky, but
Ooh.
right there.
Weak mod.
Forward. The Weeg mod. Oh, I don't like the song or this mod.
Never played it.
I'm just going to put it in the C tier.
Mm.
Neon. I have huge respect for these people.
Yeah, isn't he in a game
They made
now?
an entire They made an entire FNF mod to advertise their game that they're making, and even in the pixelated form, which was really hard to do, and I have huge respect. They even reanimated some of the boyfriend and girlfriend sprites, which was nice.
I'm thinking it's A tier.
I put it in B tier. I think his music needs work.
It needs a bit of work, but it's pretty fun.
Henry. That's the C tier. It's a pretty
Looking at it
low
now.
quality mod. And by pretty, I mean very low quality. Its music is, I really like his music though.
Music's pretty good, but vocals are kind of odd.
Yeah.
A bit of weird charting.
Yeah, and yeah, pretty much it. Versus Sans. I also haven't seen this mod.
Actually, wait. Let me pull up YouTube real quick. versus Sans F and F. Sans animation skit, Sans dialogue 1. They basically made Undertale songs using vocals.
All right.
Like, I think Stronger Than You and Megalovania, that's all I know.
All right.
Your
Versus
voice
Chris.
C tier only for, actually B tier only for Funny Sans. But Chris, I know that whatever the Jester song, I have not seen anything about Deltarune other than I've seen very little. But
All
I
right.
remember the name. Versus Chris was
What does that
Jester was
what's
kind of
that
hard.
next one say? Slime Showdown?
No, I have never played that.
Me neither. All right, Deep Sea Date. This is kind of a disappointing one too.
Yeah, she's only
Like the main character is only the
She's
first
only one
song, and then like the next the next 3 songs are just like completely random.
Stronger Than You, Reality.
I think it's a C tier.
C tier.
All right, Demetrios. This is one I really like. That's
A tier.
yeah. Its music is really, really good. The last song, Quasar, is like one of the best songs, like ever. Jeez. All right. It does need a lot of work on its charting, though. Prelude needs some recharts. All right, versus Jester. Never heard of it.
Versus Pom Pom. I don't even. I know Pom Pom sometimes is new
All right.
on the
Pom Pom, that's an A tier.
I've never played it.
Its music is really nice. Its animation isn't bad at all.
Versus I've never played versus Noke.
Or I've never played versus Kara before.
Versus Kara, this is really above sketchy but below Liz. Versus Kara only has one song and it's okay charting.
All right.
References some Undertale songs.
Mr. Fingers, Salad Fingers himself. That's a D tier. I don't like its charting at all. Oh, well, its charting is okay. Its music is garbage.
Smoke 'em Out Struggle.
That is an S tier.
S tier.
Immediately.
Immediate S tier.
At Silver and Rage Miner really did tried their heart out on this one. This is
like
really
you even
good.
notice like some of the references, like Annie reference. Well,
yeah, because that's because the creator of Versus Animod made this one too.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny seeing all the references. Now versus Shaggy.
That's another S tier.
I think.
Actually, well, it's not really much of an S tier. I think it's more of an A tier.
I'm putting it S tier because it's funny, right?
I'm putting it
you're
A tier
Shaggy,
because
who summons 9 keys.
Yeah, 9 keys. That's like the 3rd hardest mod in the world.
Berserk,
and
I have never played, but a Goaty.
Versus wait. Versus Banjo and Kazooie. I'm just gonna throw that in B tier. A Gotti.
A Goaty. Okay, whatever.
A Goaty, whatever. A guy on the internet.
Yeah, literally a guy on the internet.
I think that's an S tier.
Music is pretty good, man.
It's very, very high quality. And I can't wait for that Solazar update to come out.
I can't pronounce it, man. But
Tabby. This is literally the physical embodiment of a perfect mod.
I think Tabby is just the best mod, one of the best mods out there. Like, pretty good charting up until some, but there's some small points where it's bad.
All right. Tabby. Yeah. All right. Cassandra. We're including the update.
I've only seen the first song, and like whenever they did like some UGG version of her.
Yeah, but like there's an update. They added 2 more new songs. I think it's all right. Apparently, she's girlfriend's sister. All right, Nico Freak. I don't like this mod.
Nico Freak has one good song, which is some like small or whatever,
All right,
but
yeah.
it only has one good song.
I think it's C tier. All right, Mystic Myro. It was cool because of the Garcello reference.
Yeah, pretty good.
Other than that, it's C tier.
Yeah, top C tier. Discblow never played.
Abigail never played. Stair Crown, that's a C tier. Actually, no, the update, that's a B tier.
Update. The first song was okay, but
Well, we're not judging Stair Crown by songs because Stair Crown, if you're trying to listen to Stair Crown songs, you're insane. It's not meant to be for songs, it's meant to creep you out. And the last song, Body Inversion, can definitely do that.
Coup or whatever. Kepler.
Kepler Observation Unit. I think it's
I'm gonna say
alright.
this is honestly, it's kind of an A tier mod for me.
I'm leaning on the fence between B and C.
I think
I'm bringing it low
it
B.
wasn't a hard mod, but something that kind of brings it down a bit in my eyes is I don't think it's on Cade Engine.
That's a darn shame.
Yeah.
Neither is the Versus Annie mod.
And
alright, Kiru. I wanted to see this mod, but I kind of forgot about it. Bob, and we're including the update. Bob's Onslaught. Yeah. I'm kind of putting it in A tier.
Yeah, I want to put it in A tier because of how, like...
Run is obviously not meant to be beaten.
Yeah.
Which is why week 2 on Versus Bob isn't locked.
Yeah, although I don't like the fact that Bob will literally just close out the game if you die.
Yeah.
And just give you a new tab. I think that's... Yeah, the mod's meant to be annoying, but I think that's going a bit too far.
Alright. I don't know what that says. Night of the Funky Bot.
I don't know what that is.
Electro Funkin'. It has some pretty bad remixes. We're putting it at C.
Never played it, but
let's put all of the Retrospector things in A tier.
Honestly, the only one I think releases is probably low S tier.
Alright. Tux Trouble, never heard of it. Starlight Mayhem.
I like the mod, but it's a disappointment.
That's an A tier.
It's like you see it's being compared to Agodi. It can't be.
Yeah, because well, it kind of uses the Agodi engine, I think.
Yeah, I think it does, but
yeah, the art design is the only thing dragging it down from S.
Yeah.
Unified Beats, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Cyrix, that's like a B tier.
B tier. I don't know where to put it in B tier. I'm just gonna randomly put it somewhere.
All right, Pig.
Never heard of In the Galaxy, but
all right, Pig. I love this. Is such a throwback. Throwback to Bad Piggies.
Just for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah, A tier. Well, no, I don't want to put Upside in there. All right. A tier. All right. Next up, Ouija. We're including the update. It made the song Ouija like the hardest song, even though it was like the second song in week 1. Because of all the movements they had in Zardy. Retrospective version. That's an 8. That's an A tier. Gotcha mod. I think we all know where to put that. I think we all know where to put that.
Gotcha. There we go. It's below girlfriend versus girlfriend, Tord. What? Screw it. I'm putting it at the bottom of the tier list.
Yeah, I
You
threw it
can
in
put
F tier
spot in
too.
the tier list.
I don't like Gacha Life, and I don't know why anybody does. All right, Alfie, never played it. Sanford, Madness Combat, but
Madness Combat.
Sanford, the first song is like S tier. But other than that, I think it's a B tier.
It's funny Madness Combat reference.
All right.
What's Phil Eggtree?
Yeah.
Never played it.
Yeah. His vocals are pretty bad. I think it's a B tier.
Imposter 2.0.
That's a A tier. I think it's a downgrade in the art area, but its music is better, and the charting is better too.
Starving Artist.
That's a C tier. I don't know why people like it so much.
Like what?
I think it's coming off of like the Garcello. I don't know. That was after Garcello, right? I'm not sure there, but.
All right, Loki.
Versus Suit.
Never heard of Versus Suit. Loki.
Never heard of it, sadly.
I have. It runs on the Agati engine. It's like game themed, but its songs
I know
are pretty
what that is.
bad. Well, it's okay. I think it's B tier.
Bottom of B tier.
All right, versus Tree. I don't like this mod.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make. No, I don't want to put it in Gotcha
I'm
tier.
putting it in D tier.
I'm putting it in T tier, above Toward. So this is the tier list. Like mostly everything is in B or never played.
Yeah. All right, Tree is a D tier. Its music is garbage.
It's in T
and it has some pretty, very hard mechanics. But other than that, that's it.
Tree's songs suck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's a controversial opinion. If you like those songs, you're just objectively wrong.
Yeah. All right. I think that's my tier list.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of like the earlier mods. I don't think are up. Actually, yeah. The only
all of the earlier mods are up there. Think B-sides, Witty, Tricky, Neo, Hex.
Yeah, they like a lot of the early mods are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, but the only like.
And now every single mod has to have a last stage like meltdown transformation phase.
Mhm.
Think Bright Side, Sky, Bob,
like,
Anders.
That kind of avoided that were I guess technically. Miku, Cappy,
Yeah. Well, not really Cappy.
He doesn't have a transformation at all. He doesn't.
Well, he does have a transformation on Hairball, but then he trans back to his normal phase, and then goes and then practically destroys his gamepad when he plays Neo.
Yeah, in the last song, he kind of goes. He. It's just a rhythm game song.
All right. Too bad Clownzo or D-sides weren't in here. Clownzo would have been a B tier, and D-sides would have been an S tier.
I have heard of D-sides. I have been meaning to play it so many times now.
Dude, its week 2 remixes are like, I think might even rival B-sides.
I mean, if I'm gonna, honestly, I'd put D-sides if it were here. You know, I'd put it right next to B-sides just because.
Yeah, me too. All right, that's our tier list, guys.
Yeah. We spent what? How long did we spend on this?
Let me see. Let me check my open broadcasting software. We spent 40 minutes on this.
This is gonna be a 40-minute video. You know what? I wanna upload this just with no edits. Like, I'm not even gonna cut out like opening the recording software or anything, or closing it. Just upload it with nothing, and like, here you go.
All right, that's my video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
See you guys in the next
Goodbye. Video. See you in like 3 months.